Coming to you from the greenest state in the land of the free, I'm Jason, and it's time for another edition of The Review. On this edition of The Review, we're going to take a quick look at the excess energy drink, root beer. Yes, the flavor that just keeps on giving year after year. Root beer. My mom's flavor. So let me do just a little quick history of root beer. Root beer is actually sassafras root and molasses. And in the 1960s, they done away with the actual sassafras root and the molasses. So now it's just artificial flavor. It kind of became popular back in Prohibition days when you couldn't get actual alcohol drinks. So they started making soda fountains. And one of those was root beer. But it's actually been around since the 1840s. The Native Americans was the first one to put it in liquid form. And in the 1840s, 50s, and 60s, the settlers and the people that was coming west, not the settlers, but people that was coming west, they started drinking the root beer. But it's actually sassafras root and molasses. But now it's artificial flavors. I call it my mom's flavor because she loves root beer. She's an A&W root beer lady. My wife drinks Barks, B-A-R-Q-S, Barks. Me personally, the root beer I like is Dad's root beer, D-A-D-S, Dad's root beer, which you can now find at Cracker Barrel. But anyway, we're going to try the root beer flavor for the excess energy drink, and crack it open and see what it tastes is like, and see if it looks like root beer. Root beer is usually dark and foamy like beer. Cheers. Okay. Yeah. Strong root beer right at the front. Strong root beer taste at the front. There is no denying that's root beer. But a strong root beer flavor. And then right at the end, I mean just right at the end, a vitamin taste. A vitamin taste. But that's root beer. That is definitely a root beer taste. Now, of course, the color of it is going to look, it's brown. It's going to look like a root beer look on the can. Excess energy drink. Root beer flavor. It tastes like root beer. Let's see if it looks like root beer. We all know what root beer looks like. Okay. It's a light root beer. Root beer should look a little darker than that. So it is a light root beer, and it's not foamy like root beer. So the actual root beer is going to be much foamier and darker. This is going to be a kind of actually looks like almost like a tea color, or a watered down Coca-Cola, but that's the color of it and the texture of it. It's not that bubbly. It's not as bubbly as the other excess drinks that we've reviewed. But the root beer taste is good. It don't have a diet taste, but it does have a strong root beer taste and a tad of that vitamin taste at the end. For root beer, I'm going to give it a good review. And if you are a root beer drinker, you'll enjoy it. If that is your flavor, I believe my mother-in-law would really like it. She likes root beer. And my mom, my mother-in-law and my mother, both are root beer drinkers, and I believe they would enjoy it. And if those two ladies enjoy it, then just about anybody would. But that is a good flavor root beer. Not foamy like root beer. Not bubbly like root beer that you would get. And it has just a little bit on the end of a vitamin taste. I guess that's where where you're tasting the additives that I've read about before. All the vitamin B's, B12s, the vitamin C's that I see in it. Also the potassium. So you're feeling all that. A real cool energy drink. XS energy drink, root beer. I was turned on to these by Amway. You get them from Amway. My brother, Isaac, is my Amway guy. And that's what got me turned on to these XS energy drinks. And that's the review on the XS energy drink root beer. Go crack you a nice cold root beer. See y'all.